Hey man, you watching Cold Red with the one and only big homie. My big homie, KB. It's up there and it's stuck here. Boom!
I had to get it, how I get it, come up on the back, queen. She in Balenciaga, bad bitch wanna swallow queen. And we used to trap in the park and shit. Got some niggas gon' die by that clock shit. Kill my dog, man, this shit made me hard. I was stuck in the street, we was starving. Had me smoking on Reggie with Marvin. I was rapping my nigga with Robin. I was high in the sky like a Martian. Taking loss after loss, I was hard.
Hey, what up? We in Cold Red. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm your host, the Playmaker, and we got a very, very special guest in the building. We got Ratchet Blues.
What's going down, man?
What's up, my dog?
Man, I can't call it, man. What's going down with y'all out here, man?
Hey, man, it's good to have you on the couch.
Sure.
I got some very in-depth questions for
Man,
you.
For sure. Let's get it.
You ready?
Let's get it.
Let's get to it. So, Ratchet,
Yeah.
man, you traveled a lot of miles to get here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell the people where you from.
Man, I'm from H-Town, man. Coming all the way from Houston, Texas, man. South side of Houston, Texas, man. Hearn Clark to be exact. You know, y'all tap in, man. Been coming to Milwaukee for a while now, man. Putting in work, tapping in. You know, so it's like a second home to me, man. So it's always love when I touch down.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's talk about the early days. I mean, how long you been making music?
Oh man, I've been doing music for a while, man. Probably about over 15 plus years, man, recording professionally, you know, doing professional shows and stuff like that, man. So I've been doing it for a while, man. A lot of years, a lot of hard work, a lot of hours, man, to put in, man, for sure.
No doubt. I want to talk about the early days, though, before you became Ratchet, like,
Yeah.
you know, the first song stage,
Yeah.
you know, the first rap name stage. What was that?
Oh man, I used to go by J Love, man. I used to do a lot of strictly R&B for the women, man. And I used to go by J Love before Ratchet Blues, you know. And before J Love, it was, man, I was singing in church choir, man. I was doing it all. So, you know, it was, you know, just a bunch of nicknames to kind of figure out, but it was mostly J Love. And then it transitioned from J Love to Ratchet Blues, man.
So once you became Ratchet,
Yeah.
you found your whole niche, your style.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Okay. Man, you had a rough journey coming up.
Yeah, man,
You know,
for sure.
lost a lot of good people along the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about that.
Oh man, I lost a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys that passed on, man, was in the music, that had the passion, that had the hunger for it, man. My brother Cuda Jones, man, 2014. My brother Jay Scales in 2018. My brother Lavon, 2021. I can keep going on and on, man. But you know, they had the passion and the hunger to keep going, to keep, you know, pushing the music, to keep chasing it. And I feel like it's only right for me to keep going and make sure their name lasts forever, man. So, you know, unfortunate situations, man, but, you know, we just got to stay prayed up and keep going.
So those are the guys you started off with?
Yeah, man, that's my guys, man. These you know, 10 plus year relationships, man. You know, my guy Cass gave me the name Ratchet Blues, you know what I'm saying? We was just trying to figure out, man, what fits you, man. He like, man, I'm a guy, bro. I ain't finna be calling you J Love, man. Like, they ain't calling you that. So we was just trying to figure out what could make sense to where I'm from, my struggle, and, you know, things like that. And he was the one that came up with that Ratchet Blues. So these deep relationships.
So now that's a very, very interesting name, Ratchet Blues.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how that derived, how that came about. Like, you told us that he came up with it, but
Yeah.
like, what was the moment?
Man, the moment of Ratchet Blues is really understanding that I have a talent, I have a gift that don't have a top on it, you know, and understanding as good as I can sing, I can rap as well. And so it was just about putting my rap tunes with my R&B, my soulful side, and you know, mixing it together, what makes Ratchet Blues, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just about having homies that passed away that was rappers and understanding, damn, he can't put his story, he can't tell what he, you know, let me just do it all. And that's what the gumbo pot came up with, Ratchet Blues.
Well, it sounds like, man, that the guys you was doing music with, that y'all had a tight bond, you know, like sort of like a brotherhood, so to speak. Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about what it meant to you.
Man, brotherhood, man, that's something I can't explain, man, because a lot of my guys and a lot of my friends didn't have, fathers in their household. And I was fortunate to have my father with me, man, still to this day. So, brotherhood to me meant a lot because it was showing them a sense of family, a sense of leadership, a sense of leading by example and holding each other accountable and just showing them a different way of what they was growing up and what they was used to. You know what I'm saying? So brotherhood is important to me, man. Loyalty, and that's why I still have the same friends since elementary, middle school, and these long relationships because it's important, man, especially for our people, man, and our race and what we do, man. We stronger together, man. It's power in numbers, so
No doubt.
for sure,
Let's talk about that sound, man.
yeah.
So Ratchet Blues is the name. Is it also the sound?
Man, it's the sound, it's the name, it's the genre, it's the whatever you can think of. That's what it is because a lot of guys is doing ratchet blues music, putting that soulful sound with rap tunes, and they just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the best way to name it. So that's the sound, that's the movement, that's the name, man. That's what we doing, ratchet blues.
No doubt. Man, you've been in the game quite some time, so I'm pretty sure you faced a lot of obstacles,
Yeah.
a lot of disappointments, a lot of deals that went sour.
Mhm.
Let's talk about those past situations. Are you comfortable talking about that?
Yeah, man. It's all love, man. A lot of situations ain't work out, man. Sat down with a lot of big people, man. Sat down with a lot of powerful people, man, and presented my music, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. Just God have different plans for us, man. And, it's all love, but yeah, I've been through a lot of situations where doors close and things just don't work out. You know what I'm saying? So I've been tied down or been in situations where I had to pull my music down or what I'm saying, take videos down just to try to push in a bigger market or a bigger situation, but it was just unfortunate. So you got to damn near start from scratch, rebuild, rebrand, and it just crazy, unfortunate situation. So I don't have no ill nothing to say because it just happens. Things ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It just taught me a lot about the game and to just trust the process and trust myself with it.
No doubt, no doubt. Man, let me ask you a question. You
Yeah.
know, I guess the main question is why? And you looking at me like, why what? Like, what makes you keep going? Why?
And that's a great question, man. But I guess you can say just the blessing and the curse of it is in you. You know what I'm saying? It's in me, just to keep going, just to keep pushing. Even when you feel like, you really ain't got nothing left to give, some just keep on waking you up, telling you that it's a better way. And faith, man, faith, I'm big on faith. I just believe the day you decide to quit, that next day you could have been your breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I keep with my mind and my heart. That's what just keep me with my head down and just keep going, knowing that, some certain things gonna change sooner than later.
Man, through all the ups and downs, the opportunities, the doors closing, I just want to ask you, man, like, how's your mental health? You know what I'm saying? Behind all this, losing your people, I'm big on mental health. So
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Man, that's what I love about music. It's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing to where at this age I'm at, I'm not kind of chasing the fame of what comes with, my gift because it's therapeutic. It gets me through the day. It gets me through these hard times, these struggles, being able to express my story, my life, and put it on the line. People tell me all the time, man, you saved my life with what you were saying in the record. And so for me, that's what keeps me, just pushing because shit, no matter what you think, man, you could change people's lives with your story. You know what I'm saying? Just giving it out and putting it out there.
So what is the process like? I mean, to write a song and pour your emotions on paper and then go to the studio and lay it down. What's the Ratchet Blues
Man,
process?
to be honest, I can't tell you the last time I wrote a record or wrote it down or, just to, you know, I go off emotion, man.
So
I
you
go off,
literally
yeah,
going in pouring your heart out.
yeah. I go off I let the beat talk to me.
Okay.
Whatever the production telling me to go in, that's what we're gonna go in and do. I can't pull up my phone. I can't pull up no lyrics or nothing. You know, I just, and that also comes with, you know, practice as well. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing this a long time. So now I kind of don't need the pen and pad. I can do it, you know, if it's needed and we need to sit down and write pen and pad and do it that way, we can do it that way. But for me personally, I feel like I get my best work when I'm just going in right off emotion.
So what is like trying to come up from the bottom in Houston? I mean, I know music probably done took you places you never thought you'd go,
Yeah.
open doors and into offices you never thought you would be. But what is it really like being Ratchet Blues in Houston?
I mean, it's challenging, man, but I accept it, man, because everything is about legacy, man, and putting your footprints and leaving your footprints, man. So for me, is I did a lot of great work with a lot of great guys in Houston, man. Shout out to all the great guys that I done worked with in Houston, man, the legends. So, you know, it's just about timing, man. Just about timing, and when that right time comes, rather it's my writing, rather it's my records, whatever it is, man, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna be ready for it.
So we both can agree patience is a virtue in this.
Facts, facts. You know, that's all the time, man. You have to be, especially in a game like this, man, because it's a very seasonal game, and especially now, you know, people attention span ain't what it was, you know. So, you know, you just got to stay down and trust the process, man, and you know, like you said, have patience with it because it don't happen overnight, man. It ain't gonna fall in your lap. It ain't gonna, you know, you got to put the work in. You got to stay patient, and you got to keep going and keep grinding.
Now Texas is big, man.
Yeah.
How do you work the market of Texas? Like, I mean, Houston, Dallas, you know, Austin, those places. How do you plan your strategy to take over by section?
Man, just linking in, working with different people, whether it's, you know, artists, producers, you know, promoters, man, people, you know, just podcasts, just anything that you can kind of put your hands on and be hands on. People see you, get a feel of you, get to know who you are, man, and you know the personality, man. That's all it's about. Is just tapping in with people, man, and just working, getting your name out, man, and that's what we've been doing lately, man. Just working, tapping in, man, showing up, being in them rooms, man. Just, you know, just being locked in.
No doubt. I got put up on you about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. You did an interview with DJ Jerry. I
Yeah,
watched that. So it was a very good interview, by the way.
yeah.
Have you ever thought about relocating, leaving Houston?
Oh man, I've thought about it a few times, but man, right now I'm just kind of just I'm really focused on just, you know, being a father, man, and raising my kids, man, raising my daughters. I got 4 daughters and a son, man. So, you know, that's important to me, man, and just uprooting their life and, you know, making changes like that just ain't in my plans now, you know. So, and it took a while for me to get there, of course, but you know, so I've thought about it a plethora of times, but man, it's just, you know, I'm cool with moving around and doing it and, you know, until things come around and get right for me.
Okay. Cause that's one of my biggest question I ask artists. Knowing that you're a dedicated father, you and your kid's life,
Yeah.
the question really doesn't apply to you, but I want to kind of get in your head and just see what you think.
Yeah.
If you didn't have kids, would you have moved around?
I mean, of course, if I didn't have that responsibility, man, of course I move around. But to be honest, in today's age, you can make it from anywhere, man, because we got the internet. You
I,
know,
I totally agree with you.
yeah, you know, so it ain't just about moving around. It's about truly putting the work in wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? And if you put the work in, I guarantee you something is gonna figure out or something gonna give to where it makes sense for you. So I understand moving around because I like moving around. I like touching other people. Like when I was in Atlanta, I feel like they just they vibe, they come to you more, they feel it more, you know what I'm saying? Like that it means a little more to them, you know. So I like moving around too and showcasing my gift, but I believe that it doesn't take you to up and leave your city for you to make it, or you know what I'm saying, for something to take off for you.
Yeah, I think that's a rare case for somebody to become a transplant in somebody else's city,
Yeah,
and kind of insert themselves into their culture and think they're going to be successful,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Because the people that you seeking to meet got cousins,
yeah,
nephews,
yeah,
brothers. What make you think that they gonna put them in
exactly.
front of you?
Exactly, man. And that's what people don't understand or take, you know, they don't think about it like that, man. And, you know, these guys that is in positions, man, you know how many people around them that's trying to prove themselves to them,
Yeah,
that's trying to get on, that's trying to, you know, get them to pay attention to them.
yeah.
So, they don't kind of think of it that way, you know, until you in them rooms and you're around and you see that these guys truly, you know, they getting pulled left and right. That's why, you know, I say even with the deals, it's not a bad thing, because it's like that day it probably was on his mind. He probably was that high on it that day. But then the next day he got pulled in 100 more different positions and directions that, damn, that is a smart idea. Everybody got smart ideas now when you at that level. Everybody got great investments. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You just, you know, gotta have an open mind with this shit, man.
Everybody got great ideas, but don't nobody want to spend the money.
Yeah,
Everybody got good music, but don't nobody want to push it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you find the balance between fatherhood and music?
Oh man, for me, I love it because literally all my kids do music. All of them sing, you know. So for me, it's showing them that keep going no matter what your dream is and your purpose, you can chase it. Keep going, keep being great, keep finding different ways for you to have that passion and that hunger, you know what I'm saying, to keep on pushing. And for me, it's just to know that God gave me a gift that I can't run from. You know what I'm saying? Like, as many times as I feel like, damn, this shit ain't working, then something happened to it, you know, it just makes sense now. It's like, nah, you right there. Keep going. So it's just a gift that I can't run from, but it also feels good to know that I'm leading by example with my daughters and, you know, my son.
And it's interesting that you use the word, um, you know, it's almost happening, or it ain't working, or sometimes we have to celebrate the small wins.
Yeah, fact.
Because that's the biggest part of the journey for me. Like celebrating those small
Yeah,
wins and understanding that they victories,
yeah.
and not waiting for some big moment to come.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of artists um, tend to lose focus and kind of get knocked off their square because they looking for the big moment,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
don't understand it's a bunch of small plays
Yeah, man.
that's gonna make the big moment
And
come.
man, I was just talking to one of my producers, man. Shout out Chef Slim, man. We were just talking on the phone, and we just was talking about that conversation. It's like so many people chasing a big fish. They gonna wake up 20 years from now with no resume because they was chasing something that was, you know, that was so big that they passed up on all the small, you know, wins and all the small accomplishments that could have made their legacy. And wait, and 20 years you say, well, I did this, I did that, I did this record with, you know, they ain't got there because they was chasing the deal, or you know what I'm saying, the $1 million to come. So, you know, like
I
now that
mean,
you say that, man, they missed the journey. You know, that's the
man,
whole part of it, is going through that, because that's the journey, that's your legacy,
man,
that's the hard part, but the great part in it all.
yeah, I'm telling you, I've been doing this 30 summers, no
Yeah,
fumble,
yeah,
and I learned that a long time ago, man, that them small, them small victories,
mm,
them small victories, man, it's gonna set you up for one big play.
yeah,
But you gotta have all the pieces to the puzzle.
mm.
It ain't you can't skip. Ain't no skipping steps in this.
Nah,
You
facts,
know what I'm saying? It ain't no shortcuts to get to where you trying to go. Everybody gonna go through it.
facts, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
everybody
Like
gonna
Nip
go
said,
through it.
man, you gonna go through every emotion chasing this shit. You know,
Man,
you gonna deal with it all. You gonna every emotion you gonna go through your mind, go through your heart, man. And the strongest do survive, man. I got partners that, man, nah, I'm cool on it. But you know, the ones that know, they know, you know, it's a bigger purpose and a bigger picture for it, man.
No
So
doubt.
sure.
Being in the games as long as you have, man, if you can look back and talk to a younger version of yourself, what would you tell them?
Oh man, don't trust everybody's word, man. Trust your gift, man. Trust the work you put in. Like, you know, man, I've had so many false hope and so many people that tell me this and tell me that, and you know, and I believed it. You know what I'm saying? I put my purpose on pause because I believe somebody words or what they said they was gonna do. So if I could tell myself, man, it's just don't believe the hype, man, and you know, just kind of believe the work, believe what I'm putting in. You know what I'm saying, and keep going from there.
Okay. Out of 100%, how much of that would you say is your responsibility?
Oh man, I say for me it's 100%. You know, because and it don't always be coming bad from the other side though. Like it don't always be like, you know, they probably want you around or try to, you know, they probably have good intentions, but they just probably can't pull it off what they thought they could. You know what I'm saying? They might have great intentions. They might want to keep you alone because they see what you have and they want to do something for you. But you know, I put all of it on me because you know, and that's just come with my loyalty back to brother, my Lord, you know, thinking that, you know, oh man, that's I gotta go this route. I gotta do it, man. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, at the end of the day, 100% is correct because anybody else outside of you can wake up tomorrow and say, fuck this shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And the sense of entitlement with some artists, they'll take the least percentage, not knowing that, man, this shit is your career. This
yeah,
your dream.
yeah,
You got to walk this walk.
yeah. Facts,
So I applaud you on that, man, because
facts.
I guess that comes with growth and maturity in the business,
Yeah,
you
man.
know. So let's get back to the music, man.
Yeah.
What about your music you think that stands out?
Man, being able to do R&B and rap at a very high level, you know what I'm saying, and be able to mash it perfectly, you know what I'm saying, to perfection, to where it's not too singy, but it's not too rappy. It's a perfect blend of Ratchet Blues, you know what I'm saying, and that's what I feel like stands out. I can go into a concert or a showcase full of rappers and do an R&B record and stand out. Then I can go into a concert full of R&B guys and do a rap and R&B record and stand out. So, you know, at a high level. So I feel like, you know, a lot of guys could do it, but they can't do it, you know, the way that I can do it.
So, how long did it take you to find that balance?
Man, it took a while, man. For me, to be honest, I feel like my music started changing. I want to say probably about what, 2016, 2015 or something like that. And so about 10 years now, I feel like I've kind of, you know, been perfecting the craft. But once again, it took 10 years because I'm still finding certain things about myself that I'm, you know, because there's only so many cadences and melodies that you can, you know, so it's still certain things I'm finding new. But it took about, you know, 10 straight years of, you know, perfecting my craft to get it to where I believe I can compete with anybody when it comes to music or making records.
Okay. Well, music changes all the time,
Yeah,
right? And you'll find yourself thinking that your sound is outdated, right?
yeah.
How do you keep the faith and still believe that this sound is going to be relevant 5 years from now?
Oh man, because just the love of music, being able to touch, do pop records, do country records, do rap records, do hip hop, do R&B. It's just it's too many genres of music that I feel like I'm very good at to you know feel like you know it would be outdated because I'm always learning or I'm always experimenting with music as well. You know, I'm always looking for the new sound, the new producers that's or what they doing hot. Oh, that's working. Oh, that's how they making music. You know, I'm always open to that as well. So it's just always reinventing, staying in the gym, man. Shit, man, if you don't stay in the gym, how could you think you're gonna get better?
Yeah, and the
So,
reason I asked you that, I just wanted your thoughts on that because my thoughts when I look at you and when I hear your music, it's almost like you created a whole new genre, right?
Yeah.
So I think when it eventually takes off, it's gonna be a whole new genre.
yeah,
So it's not. I don't think it was really meant to fit in nowhere, even when the times change, because
Yeah.
it's something different.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So that's how I just when I listen to your music. So what's next for Ratchet?
Man, lately, man, I've been chasing. Well, I ain't gonna say chasing. I've been doing sync licensing, man. I've been falling in love with it, man, because I feel like it fits me, man, to be able to. I have a big catalog, man, over 1,000 unreleased records, man. So it's to be able to link in personally with these supervisors and have 50 to 60 songs in their library, man. It's mind blowing to me to own 100% of my. It's mind blowing. That's a whole nother. We're gonna talk about that in a whole nother, But what's next for me, man, is just keep finding ways to make Ratchet Blues heard, man, to get my name heard, man, to make money as an independent artist, man, to leave footprints as an independent artist, man. So, y'all tap in, man. Ratchet Blues, the movement, man. You already know.
Hey, well, this definitely been a informative interview.
Facts.
The people got well in tune with you. They learned some things about you that they didn't know.
Yeah.
And for you to come from Houston and come sit on the couch live in Milwaukee, man, I definitely, man, it's an honor for me, to sit here and interview you.
Man, for
So
sure.
I want to thank you first, man, for coming on the platform.
Man, it's an honor to be here, man. It's an
know.
honor to be here, man. Like I say, Milwaukee a second home to me, man. I've been vibing with the mill for a long time. Been showed a lot of love, man, in the mill, man. So, shout out to all the guys I work with in the mill, man. CTM Films, man. We've been working for years, man. So, man, Short, man, he know who he is, man. So, it's all love, man. Like I said, man, I can't I love the mill, man. It's been great to me, man. It's like a second home. So forever, man. It's H-Town to the 713 to the 414, like I've been saying, huh?
No doubt,
So,
man. No doubt. I want to ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
How does an artist from Houston, Texas, link up with a guy from Milwaukee?
Oh man, I think me and Short, man, we tapped in at a showcase, I believe, man. He came to a showcase in the H. He was already tapped in with one of the rappers out there, man. My guy, Matt Kane, shout out Matt Kane, man. And I believe, man, he seen me perform, man, and it was history after that, man. It was history right after that. So we've been tapped in 10 plus years as well. Like, yeah, working with Carly C in Milwaukee, man, writing for, and that was in what, 2015, 2016.
Carly.
Yeah, Carly C.
Okay. Yeah, the name sounds familiar,
yeah,
man.
she from Milwaukee. She very dope artist too, man, and helped her, wrote in my produced a couple records for her as well. So, it was always love, man, just tapping in Milwaukee, man, doing a lot of things and, going back and forth. Like they was coming out there to Houston. We was going out there to Milwaukee. So it was just, it's all love.
Yeah, so, Tim, you call him Show.
Yeah, yeah.
But man, he's not only your manager, he probably your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Your biggest supporter, man.
Yeah.
I be trying to talk about other shit, man, but all he want to talk about is Ratchet Blues, man, all the time, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that for me, man, that says a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we talk about loyalty.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you make beats?
No, I don't produce. Yeah.
You don't?
No.
So you deal with a lot of producers?
Nah, just we got one. Basically, I have a few producers, but it's one main producer I've been working with. E Will, shout out E Will, since 2014. So he kind of, he my right hand man as well. It's really me, him, Tim, man. And just to touch on like the loyalty and what you said about Tim, it's just he been in the field with us, So that's the difference. Like a lot of guys don't understand when you gotta take a whole bath in Walmart because you in Atlanta chasing, you know, the dream. They don't understand driving 23, 24 hours to Miami because you want to showcase, and they don't understand staying in a different city, sleeping on couch to car. Like he was in the field with me. So that's why, you know, when you bring up, that's all he want to talk about is Ratchet, because we've been there, we seen it, we seen what we can pull off, we seen what we can do. It just, you know, it ain't is our plan and God plan is two different plans, you know what I'm saying? And the time and the work that we put in is gonna pay off, man. So like you said, we've been, you know, Tim is Ratchet Blues with me. That's what, you know, that's what this shit was about, you know what I'm saying? That's what made it for sure.
And, you know, that's not a bad thing for him the champion for you, you know, because he making sure he drill it in their head.
Yeah.
You know, he makes sure he keep the name alive even when you ain't around, and that's what it's really about.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I also heard your name from Doc Holliday.
Yeah, Doc, man. Shout out Doc, man. Hey, fool on the motherfucking keys, man.
Yeah,
fool on the
my boy,
man.
Shout out to Doc,
yeah, man, for sure, man. Me and Doc been tapped in for a while too, man. That's another one. When I first came in, that's who I started recording with. Still, we gonna hit up Doc after this shit, man. We gonna go try to get some hours with Doc, man.
No
for
doubt.
sure, man.
Let's go. So tell the people how they can catch up with you.
Man, Ratchet Blues, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram at Ratchet Blues, on all social media sites, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, man, Facebook, Ratchet Blues, man. That's how y'all can lock in with me, man. I got so much coming out. I got 2 albums that's already out, you know, Apple Music, Spotify, man. I got 2 more on the way by the end of the year. We got a slow file with my boy Bruce Bang dropping, man. We got so much shit coming out, man. So, you know, just tap in with me, man. We working, man. Like, we working for sure.
Hey, listen, man, it's been an honor to have you on the platform, man. Thanks for stopping in on Code Red, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm your host, the Playmaker, and that's Ratchet Blues.
Man, Code Red, man. Y'all get with it, man. Let's go.
And we out.
No paparazzi. Look, baby, hop on this dick and ride like a Kawasaki. I be in mood almost every song.